Hey everyone, I am Kim with Abundant Life Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to give you a couple of updates about what's coming up in the coming week ahead. I actually have a little bit of time off. Not really, because I'm still going to be doing, homeschooling with my daughter and then working on my business and my academy course, the next course that I'm working on that's in the works, as well as the current one that I have going. So I'll be busy next week, but I wanted to spend some time with my peoples out there, you. And here are some ways to be able to interact with me. So coming up, I'm excited. Wednesday is what I usually call Welcome Wednesday. That's where I'm going to welcome folks to the Abundant Life Tarot Facebook group. It's called Abundant Life Tarot Group. I have to say group at the end of Abundant Life Tarot on Facebook because I needed to differentiate it from my Facebook page, Abundant Life Tarot. My page is for my business. It's like for my, most people kind of land there first when they're looking for me, right? The group, though, is a private group that we all can interact and exchange some fun tarot soul talk, if you will. So if you're a member, new or old, I am going to be doing a Facebook Live. An announcement will be coming. It'll be on my Facebook page, and it'll be published later in the Facebook group. But there will be times where there will be times I do, and you guys know this, where I have exclusive Facebook group lives. It's really the only place that I'm comfortable doing lives for the most part at this juncture. That'll probably change in the future. We'll see. Yeah, maybe it'll make more sense when my subscribers go up, in numbers. But right now, this little intimate kind of video thing we've got going on here on YouTube, it works for me at this point. We'll see. I won't rule it out. But if you want to interact with me, definitely keep an eye out for announcements. I'll even post it in the description box once I know the time of the Facebook group or the Facebook Live, because it's going to be on my page so everybody can have access to it as long as you head on over to my Facebook page on the date and time. I will remember to post it later to YouTube, because I will also, during that Facebook Live, will be doing two things. One, it's Welcome Wednesdays, because it'll be Wednesday, and I wanted to welcome the new peeps who have joined the group, and also welcome new subscribers as well. If you want to engage with me over there. Maybe some people are not really Facebook folks and you just want to engage with me here, and that's okay too. And that's why, like I said, I'm not opposed to doing lives. I probably will do them soon and in the future. It just is not going to happen just yet. You guys will know more about that in the future as to why it's not going to happen. It'll just be a little too much for me. It'll be like make my head explode. But I'm excited about that, because I'm also going to do the Herb Crafters focus on the fire suit or the wand suit. I decided to just go ahead and do it with my Welcome Wednesday to our new peeps, as well as paying homage to the group by saying, finally, let's move along with the discussion. So if you're ready to discuss the Herb Crafters, particularly you want to chime in about the fire suit, definitely do that, okay? That would be a great opportunity for you to engage with the new peeps as well as with me. And let's talk about the fire suit. We can also, since I have already featured on the YouTube channel the majors in the Herb Crafters Tarot, in our tarot group. This is our deck of focus with the Herb Crafters Tarot. I'm circling back to it finally. If you want to talk about the majors, we won't talk about it so much there. We can if we have time, or if there's not a lot going on, or we've covered the wands and now we've got some time and we want to talk about the majors or talk about our encounters with the deck itself. That would be great. If we are running out of time and I see that there's interest in, let's talk about the majors, because I have done a full video series on the majors of the Herb Crafters Tarot. So you can definitely check that out and, you know, get all caught up there, because now we're moving into the suits. And the first suit I'm focusing on is the Wands, and I'm doing it in a live format, but on Facebook and on my Facebook page. So check out the details for that. So that was one announcement. The other announcement that I'm excited to say is that on Friday, October 16th, 2020, I will be doing the next lecture for my course, Choosing Your Next Deck, Curating Your Deck Collection. So I like to do Zoom live sessions where I record them, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to join me to discuss the course. We'll primarily be focusing on lesson 3, which is the deck wish list portion of it. And some people will be like, well, what's to having a deck wish? You just have a list. You throw some cards on there that you want from time to time, and you hit that list. But it's more to it than that. There's some of us who have a list but don't even follow the list, because you still go off and buy decks that are not on the list. And so it's interesting to look at even why you do that. Or maybe you are strict and you stick right to the list. Or maybe you have a thing where it's like, okay, if this is on my wish list for a year, maybe I should take it off because I'm not really inclined to get it. Or the opposite. Maybe I'm inclined to get a deck even more so because I know that I've been wanting this deck a long time. What kind of collector are you in that regard? It's a lot more to a deck wish list too. There's a lot of different programs you could choose to do or use to really make the deck wish list work for you. You could ask me questions. So if you have questions about my own deck wish list philosophy, my own practice that I do, or where I come up short, or where does my list come up short for me, or does it succeed, you can certainly ask me questions. I also invite my students, new or existing, to feel free to leave questions for this lecture in the questions and answers section of the course. The course has a main questions and answers section that you can ask your questions, or you could ask, I think in lesson 3, it also has each lesson has its own Q&A section. And so I get a notification typically. What I've been doing is like every other day, going through and seeing if there's been any quizzes that I need to grade, or if there's been any questions that I need to answer. Sometimes it lets me know, and sometimes I miss it for some reason, but I'll be looking out for it, because if you're not able to attend the lecture, that's fine. It'll be replayed later, but if you have questions that you want me to discuss during the lecture, I'm super happy to do so. So definitely let me know. Please don't ask the questions though in the comments here, because I may or may not be able to check it right away, unfortunately. So I don't want to miss your questions that you have for the course if you're posting them everywhere but not the course. So if that's my only request. Now, if you are not a current student, but you still want to participate, because you see the link in the description box where it's the link to the Zoom invite, or I may just put it on my website. I haven't decided, but keep a lookout. I'll be sure to leave all that information and make it easy for you to find. You know, it's free. You can, you know, if you have time, I'm in the Pacific time zone. If that works for you, then you could join the course. You don't even have to have taken the course to join in on this discussion. The more the merrier even. And so you can join in with the Zoom. It will be published later to the course, because that's what I did for lecture 2, for lesson 2. So I'm just kind of going in the order of the course's lessons. And so that's what I have the lecture on. So next is the deck wish list. So I hope you join me, because I would love to have some company, and it's going to be a fun discussion. You know, I will be completely honest with you about my deck wish list and about the journey I have with it and all of that good stuff, and help you along on your deck collecting journey as well. All right, guys, let's see. I think that is it. Those were the 2 opportunities coming up to interact with me live. and I'm looking forward to working with you, helping you in any way that I can. And I was feeling just so rejuvenated after my little social media kind of hiatus. It was little because I kind of had to go in a little bit here and there, but I feel better, rejuvenated, and ready to get back at it. I had a lot of creative projects that have been bubbling up that I've been working on, and more to come on those as well. All right, guys, sending you all so much love. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. And of course, if you want to chat with me, definitely do so in the comments below. You can feel free to do so. Just don't leave the questions for the lecture because I may miss them and I don't want to do that. Love to you all. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.